Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the line. What I do what I do for you. Well, I got something good for you today. Yeah, I got to break it down. I'm about to get busy up in here. I got a nice lesson for you. Let's go. Writism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message and a story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in, receive them. We got a good thing going. I appreciate you. Let's rock. Right Thinker's mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. In the words of Malcolm, by any means necessary. I'm taking it to the book, make my point today. So that's where we're going. Right Thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my goal. That's the mission that I'm on, to get all my right thinkers to do just that. With the information I'm gonna give you, make that possible. Stay tuned. I got you. Pay attention. Let's go. Know thyself. It's questions, rhetorical, but you need to have the answer for yourself. I'm gonna lay it out here. 5 kinds of people. One of them is you. Okay? Which one? It's up to you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard that. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's what I do. I do for you. I got you. Stay tuned. I appreciate you too. A person who knows not and believes that they know, dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. All of them, all these persons reside in you. Right? Thinkers know thyself. And to my eye, be true. Today, we're going to talk about set. I've been giving you breakdowns of set, trying to explain to you set, the aspect of set, your ego. We're going to do it again because I mentioned set to one of my students. First, he said, "Oh, the bad guy." Contrary, mon friend. See, and rather than get into a big discussion, hoop and holler, I bring it to a lesson so everybody can get a better concept of set. So that's what this lesson is about. It starts out with the forces of entropy. Entropy. It's in the Netherlandian religion. There is no concept, and listen to me, of evil as in conceptualized in the Western culture. Rather, it is understood that the forces of entropy, meaning we call it, I guess, Murphy's Law, anything that could happen will happen. But entropy are consistently working in nature. Again, good, evil, it's a balance going on. And to bring that which has been constructed, that which has been made into form, back to the original natural state of undifferentiated matter, aka the noon, or y'all know that's the abyss. 75% of the earth is the noon or the abyss, water. Okay, so yeah, and it wants to go back to that. And guess what? The serpent, here is the, for us, ancient Egyptian concept. I'm about to introduce you to the bad guy, the real bad guy. That's that. Not you, not the devil, the real bad guy. Here you go. Here we go. The serpent Apep, or we know him as Apophis, who daily, who daily tries to stop Ra's boat of creation. I tell you, when at the end of the day, when Ra goes to the west and he go into the underworld, soon as he darkened that horizon to go under, the prophets is waiting right there. We gonna dance into the sunlight. That's another lesson, but that's the concept. Ra didn't have it easy. He got it easy taking care of us. Yeah, he just runs right through. Everybody loves the sun. We bask in the sunlight. We get the warmth. Oh, that's good. Yeah, when further the sun go away, when come back, come back. And for the 3 days that it stays dormant, it stays in limbo. 72 hours, 3 days, that's where they come from. Everything dies and come back in 3 days. But he stands still, then he comes back again. So that's the concept. But let's talk about the entropy concept, the forces. That's what evil is, Apophis. He tried to stop nature, which is Ra, which is the light. We call it knowledge. Apophis wants to keep everything in an undifferentiated state, which he runs, controls it. He's big, long. They say he's long, 50 feet long, whatever. You see, they got a picture of him right here. Let me show you this picture right quick. Okay. The snake that they riding on, that the boat is sitting on, that's not water. That's Apophis, Apep. He's Ra's nemesis. I gotta give a lesson on that one too. Yeah, that's a good story too. But yeah, he has his place, and this is him. But what's this? In the concept of entropy, it has been referred to what as chaos. Yeah, it's fit. He got a name too. Every aspect that the Egyptians taught you about, they can break it down and explain it to you. That's why I have fun learning it. Why? Because now you know what you're talking about. You can explain it. Oh, I'll tell you that. I don't know what it means. That's what they said. Mm. Explain it, break it down so they can understand it. Giving somebody a tool or an empty gun and expecting to go out and shoot somebody ain't gonna happen. You need bullets, aka knowledge, understanding of what you're talking about. So let's talk about this right quick. It was called chaos by the Western Egyptologists. However, the term entropy is a more accurate reading of the teachings. Apophis don't want Ra to shine. Ra's going to shine. He gonna do what he need to do. So he have his own agenda that he has to deal with to get around and again the daylight. Some people say nut swallows him up. He goes through nut. Well, a lot of stuff going on in Newt. Okay, so this is concept. Let's talk about this. So when you see Apep and you see the person standing with the spear fighting them off, that's Set. The one who's behind him, Ra, on the throne. You got the headpiece. You see the head, the sun disc with the Uranus on it. And behind him, you see Haru, falcon-headed one. And you also see the ibis-headed bird, which is Tahuti. Every bird type aspect meaning you can take flight, you can ascend, you can rise. If you got a four-legged animal, you're bound to the earth. Conceptualize it, and this is the concept. You see me doing this. That's the spirit. It has wings. Red Bull, it got wings. So yeah, it's a concept and symbolized by that. But Apophis, Apep, is considered evil. Watch this. Now, you got Set protecting the boat of Ra from the forces of entropy, evil, symbolized by the serpent Apep. Watch this. I like this part. This is my first part. As expressed previously in the Netherrean religion, there is no concept of a devil. Told you that, see? Or demon, as is conceived in the Judean, Christian, or Islamic traditions. I told you, y'all created this concept of the devil. That's nothing to do with my philosophical concept, so understand that. So that's why I don't get involved in that. Watch this. Rather, it is understood that manifestations of detrimental situations and adversities arise as a result of what? Unrighteous actions, and there are the consequences within for you doing the wrong thing. And I keep teaching that. I did the wrong thing. He did it for all his life. So when you continue to do the wrong thing, you'll have no good luck. You got nut kick coming. And when it's over, the party's over. Bam, lights out, goodbye. Why? Because when it comes to being judged, you're going to fail. So understand that. That's the consequence of bad actions. Good life, yeah. But the consequences is, is self-defeating. To get caught cheating, why? You might not want to pay them dues. So if you're a cheater, think twice, brothers and sisters, side chicks, side dicks. Okay? Watch this, these unrighteous actions, watch this, are due, here we go, to what? Satan qualities. Set your egoistic qualities in a human being. We gave that quality a name for a reason. We philosophically gave you everything you need to know and understand that, so I'm doing it again. So to get the idea that Set is the bad guy, no, you got the wrong understanding. So let me clarify that again as a teacher. I want you to get the right understanding. So your Setanian qualities in every human being, we all have it. Why? Watch this. Set is the divinity of who? Egoism. And the negative qualities which arise from egoism. Ignorance is a detriment to anybody who mean what don't know something. You can't perform, you can't do if you don't know. And if you're doing things without knowing, that's haphazard, willy nilly, just just try anything to see what sticks. Logic and reason works. Watch this. But if you have egoism, egoism may also be defined, watch this, as what? The idea of individuality. Me, I, not I am. I is ego. He done edge God out. You're by yourself. Trust me on this one. If you have the idea, define, okay, identity, what is it? Okay. Set is the divinity of ego and the negative qualities which arise from the egoism. The egoism may be also defined as the idea of individually based on identification with the body and the mind only as being who one is. Me, that's the ego. You don't want to destroy that. You want to conquer it, defeat it, control it, whatever you want to do. But it's not going nowhere. It's going to be there. And if you understand it, it will serve you if you master it and put him in the working position, which is what I'm trying to show you is not the bad guy. He just needs to be controlled, coerced. We got people who are strong and well, nobody trained them boxers. They need somebody to control them, to put them in an environment where they can act civilized. But when they want to do what they got to do, somebody is always there to help them out. So that's the whole point. And watch this. One has no deeper awareness of their deeper spiritual essence. That means you're ignorant of who you really are if you're living off the egoism. And thus, watch this, you have no understanding of your connectedness to all other objects, including persons, in creation and the divine self, meaning you separate yourself from God. Again, that's why I said the acronym for ego is edging God out. You're on your own. Spiritual beings know that we connected to a higher self, my God in me. I know I'm more than just who I am because I conquered my ego with knowledge, righteous, and virtuous living. That's what happened. That's spiritual. It's not religious. And watch this. Now, when the ego, here we go, this is where I come in at, is under the control of what? The higher nature, aka Haru, it fights the forces of entropy as above, but it's the holy war inside yourself. The ego against the higher self. The higher self always wins. This is why good and evil, the good guy always wins. That's what I was taught. I'm just saying. And watch this. The forces of entropy, as you showing above, where you got Apophis scaring the living crap out of Ra, Haru, and Tahuti. And you got Ujat back there chilling. He ain't doing nothing. Only one fighting is Set. I keep explaining to you. Set is like the dog in the fight. They ain't the size of the dog, the size of the fight the dog. Set is the biggest dog you can have. Why? He never backed down. I just watched the thing on the nature show about honey badgers. Set is like a honey badger. He ain't gonna not fight. He's not going to back up. We know people like that in life. Them gun ho, yeah. You got to control them, corral them. Because if you get them on your side, you good to go. You can unleash that power whenever you want. But Set is not the bad guy. He's just the ego that fights for what he ain't going quiet. So it's that he ain't going out that fight. So it's good to have that in you. But if it's ignorantly engineered, it's always going to get you in trouble. It's going to cause you fetters, self-inflicted problems. Why? You're going to do things haphazardly, and you're going to pay the consequences. That's why a lot of people in prison, because that sectarian attitude, they pissed me off. He made me mad. Yeah, but you can't kill him. So that's just understanding, having logic and reason. And watch this. When Set is under control of the higher nature, it fights the forces. However, watch this. When beset with ignorance, it leads to what? Degraded states of human existence. You're going to be addicted to drugs. You're going to run womanizer. You're going to do a whole bunch of stuff that's destructive. You don't have long life living destructive lifestyles, addicted to drugs, whatever it is, your life will be taken away, cut short. Watch this. Now, the vices, egoism, selfishness, extrovertedness, wantingness, sexuality, lust, jealousy, envy, greed, gluttony, etc., and the whole litany of other stuff that's not good. But we use them, we do them, and we think it's okay. No, we find out later that it was wrong. But when you're doing it, you have to understand. Don't tell me after you did it, you know it's wrong. Don't work. Why? That's Monday morning quarterbacking. The game is played on Sunday. I don't need you on Monday. So do it when you have to. That's the okay. Good. I'm sorry. You got to be forgiven. No, 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 no. Your actions, you're responsible. So be careful. That's all. All that doing something to somebody, mistreating people, and then when you get caught, you want to cry, boo-hoo, and ask for forgiveness. No, I ain't the one. So I ain't the one for that. So let's go. Yeah, I said take over real quick. Now, as a result, watch this. So the principle of set is not inherently evil. Hear me. The principle of set, which we're talking about now, is not inherently evil or bad, but when ignorance, lack of knowledge of self, higher self, takes over what? The personality. And what happened? It forgets its true self. And then it can turn to egoism, selfishness, and greed. Why? Because it satisfies you. It gives you certain things. The five senses. And if it smells good, it look good, it sound good, feel good, taste good. That's for me. Oh, country, my friend, that's not for me. And those are the causes of what? The bad things that people can do to each other, the world, and to themselves. We full of people who run around, sitting and all get up, in charge, in control, in power. I ask the question: if we had somebody spiritual in control, would things change? Yeah, but guess what? That ain't gonna happen. So sorry about that, but that's my idea. We get somebody to do the right thing out there, we can get some stuff done. We are, watch this, to turn that force of set around and place it in what? A service. That's what I've been trying to tell you. You can take all that fire, all that energy, and use it to your benefit when you need it. Other than that, he got no say so. That's control of set, your ego. Okay, watch this, and put him in a place of service. Okay, of Ra. That's why he's still fighting Apophis. I'm gonna take it with him and Ra fell out, but he still redeemed himself. Watch this, and my buddy, this is for you. Everybody deserves a second chance. Okay, this is one of them. This ain't my philosophy. You know mine. Or your higher self. Watch this. The service of Ra or your higher self, which is you. By what? By using it to fight off the egoism and the negative desires, which is really apophis that's outside of you. All the stuff that's outside of you, you got to fight all that off. That's what set will do for you. In that way, watch this, we will succeed on the path of the tree of life. Now, Set had not been, couldn't been a bad guy. You got a pharaoh who took on that name right quick. I got a few minutes. Let me see how I can creep this one in. It's called the Mystery of Anu and Theurgy, but it's Seti, Mer, and Ptah. King Seti believed, beloved of Ptah. He was Seti's son. He took on the name of Set. And let me break it down for you. Now, since Set, aka Seti, was originally a divinity of power that employed the power to assist the divine, which is Ra the boat. We know about that. Watch this. He got pissed off. He wanted to be the king. He killed his brother and took on the throne. Tell Ra, I ain't doing that job. Like you hit the lottery, you call it the job. Yo, I ain't coming back. So when he got broke and lost the fight to Haru, which is his higher self, Haru gave him the punishment. Go back and work for Ra for the rest of his days, eternity. So now, when you break a law in divinity is forever. The punishment is going to be eternal. So now, Set job is to fight off Apophis every night for Ra. That's his punishment. Okay, let me get this out the way right quick. Now, it's all about the divinity that the power to assist the divine who lost his way by what? but was subdued. He got out of pocket, and it happens every now and then. We reeled him in. Okay, now he is not seen as the divinity of evil, like the devil, or in the Western religious. No, rather he is a redeemed character. I've been in prison. If I didn't get a second chance to redeem myself, I would be here where I am now. So, second chances, when they get it, take advantage of it. Everybody gets one. Okay, redeemed character, a personality, watch this, that lost his way and was brought back to the path of truth. That's the only thing going to help you. Lying ain't going to get you off the path of unrighteousness. Truth will do that. And watch this. There is proof that Set's name was used by ancient Egyptians, most prominently the pharaoh Seti, U, which is Seti the first. U-A is one, the first, okay, who had, watch this, the name of Set incorporated into his own. This could not have, watch this, occurred if Set was considered to be an emanical personality. Look that word up. Emanical means bad, dishonest, not good. So if he was that, he couldn't be honored and respected by a pharaoh to wear his name. That's the point. He was and is a beneficial personality. Watch this. When properly mastered, your ego will work for you, mine's do, and you can put him in work mode by conquering and doing the right thing, putting him in a service position, like I explained it to you before. I like when the book does it. Now, watch this. Now, when properly mastered, as outlined here, he therefore is a metaphor of who have a same point lost, whoever have lost their way or who have moved away from what the divine. I hear people leaving the church. Well, I fell off. No, when you get mad at the people in the church, that ain't God. That's people. It's the church. Understand that. You never move away from God. Why? Even you think you are. He ain't going nowhere. Why? Until you die, he right there until the end. Ain't that what he tell you? So are you falling out with the people in the church? God ain't gonna do with that. Now, when you fall away from the divine, who can what? Regain your standings by what? Allowing who? Haru in you to fight for order and truth. That's what saves you. Truth. I'm almost wrapping it up. Appreciate it. Now, in so doing, aspirants, right thinkers, can redeem and become a SAR within themselves and thus attain higher consciousness, nihas, as Set is an important divinity we have discussed about in previous lessons, and we will talk about him again, but I want you to understand, Set is not the bad guy. He redeemed himself. Now he worked for Ra on the boat fighting the prophets who really the bad guy. So hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'm out.